Hi, Gemini, this reading's for you. I just finished up Taurus. Now this is a reading I'm going to be using the Sexual Tarot. Sexual Magic Tarot? I'm not sure what it's called. Tarot of Sexual Magic. Sexual Magic Tarot, okay. But I'm not going to be interpreting it with the traditional meaning of tarot. If you wanted to, you could, but I'm just going to be intuitively picking up the messages and images I get as I go along. I'm going to shuffle this 3 more times. 1, 2, 1. And then I'll sit down. Okay, the first card is Desires. Second card is Fears. Third card is The Lesson. Okay. Okay, so for the Desires, Gemini, I'm picking up that you just want someone to want you. Or there's something that you're attracted or drawn to that you want it to want you the same way you want it, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to say you don't have it. It's something you don't have, whether it be workplace, personal, relationship. There's something that you're missing that you want. You don't have it, but you fantasize or you think about or you daydream about them wanting the same thing you want, them fantasizing about the same thing you want, them daydreaming about the same thing you want. I feel like whatever the situation is, it's not balanced. There is definitely an energy of like one person is giving more than the other in energy, no matter what that looks like, the exchange of energy, but there's one person who is feeling they're way more in it than the other. And they're wanting some sort of physical representation of like that person that they're daydreaming and fantasizing about and stuff is in it too. Like they're looking for a sign. And I hate to say this, but this keeps popping in my head. It's kind of like they're sitting there with their hand. Almost like that they're fantasizing about that. They're thinking of you. They're daydreaming about you, and in those moments, they're either they know you feel that way, and that kind of turns them on, but you don't have it. There's something about wanting it and not having it. There's a separation. There's, it's actually not happening. It's happening here. Or when I want to say there's another person involved and it may not be physically in the world, but it's happening in their mind. And I want to say even when they could be sleeping with another person, they're thinking about this other person that they know is thinking about them too, but they don't have them. They're not physically together. And this other person that the person they will physically be with, I want to say day to day or in the bed or whatever, can feel that. They can feel that energy and they're just longing for that person to reciprocate it back, okay? I hope I'm making sense here. If this is for you, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's the desire. That's what I'm picking up as like happening around the wants and desires of whatever's happening. The fears or that's never going to happen. That everything is going to fall apart. Even if they're with, okay, so if they're physically with somebody else right now, I'm getting, how do I say this? If they're physically with somebody else right now, the fear is that they're never going to feel the way that they would feel with the person they left alone. That's what I'm getting. I hope this makes sense. Like they could be in a relationship with someone else or in a job that they don't like, that there's not a fulfillment there. There's something missing. There's something missing from the relationship that they're currently in. And they're worried that they're going to stay where they are with this person, and everything they desire that we talked about a couple minutes ago, that they're daydreaming about, blah, 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 all of that, they're scared that it's going to stay this way. That's what I'm getting. I'm scared. The person who is in a relationship right now currently with somebody, it's like they're in it, they're doing the right thing, all of that, but they're kind of anticipating the day it's all going to fall apart, but they're scared that may never come. They're not seeing a way out. They're not seeing an escape. They're not seeing a way that they can have what they truly, really want. And that person okay. And that person, okay, this is what I'm getting. I hope this makes sense. There's a relationship, and one person in the relationship isn't all in. There's somebody else that they think about, daydream about, fantasize about. The person who's in the relationship with the person daydreaming can feel that person's not all in. And all they want is to feel that reciprocated back to them. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, the person who's in the relationship who's daydreaming, who's not all in, is scared that they're never actually going to get to the place, or they can't see how they're going to get to the place of what they really want. They're not, and daydreaming and fantasizing about. They're worried that the direction that they're going in is going to lead them too far down the path of like no return. Like they do this and it's over. And there's going to be this person inside that is mourning the loss or death of this other person that they daydream and fantasize about. And there's a fear there that they may never get over that. They think about, oh my gosh, I may never, ever, ever have that again. And am I okay with that? So I feel like they're struggling with something right now where it's like, do I really want to do this? It's a mess. I think they're thinking about the mess it would make if they chose to go towards the person that would really make them happy, where the passion is at, where everything is. And they're also scared about the mess if they move forward and continue down this role they're playing with this other person who they both know, I'll say this, they both are aware that the energy is not mutual and that one person in that relationship is all in and the other one isn't, but they're both aware of it, but they're not talking about it. They're not having the conversation. It's like they're both just pretending it's all going to work out, it's all going to be okay, and they're just going through the motions, both knowing the one person's not all in, the one person is all in, and just like, I hope this makes sense. They're over here like living life, okay, this couple, and I want to say there's a central focus around another person's energy. Another person's energy is prominent in this relationship, but nobody is talking about it. It's like the name is not spoken of, there's no communication about it, or if there is, it's not like what the conversation really should be about. It's kind of like dancing around it. It's the elephant in the room. It's there. Everybody knows, but nobody's talking about it. Everyone's making decisions based off of if this elephant in the room is not there. That's what I'm getting. So there's all this want, all this desire, all this passion for this person that they're not with, and all this energy of focus, attention, it's actually in their relationship, but it's not a conversation, okay? It's not, nobody wants to look at it. Nobody wants to look at it. Okay, so it's causing a lot of sadness and depression in one of the partners in this relationship or this dynamic, because the one who's daydreaming and fantasizing, because actually keeping it in and not actually saying it out loud, or maybe they had played up this person in the past to be somebody who they didn't care about, or, you know, no big deal, this and that. But now that they did that, they're kind of stuck in that energy and they don't know how to just say, here's my truth. I don't know. Okay. You'll know. So this is either for the I'm either talking to the Gemini, the person who's daydreaming, not fully in, or I'm talking to about the person the Gemini is with. Okay? Oh, how did we get this again? So the lesson here, what is the lesson here? This is what I'm getting. Confusion. There's no way to move forward without a mess. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like they're not going to say anything. And if they do, if they lash out or they are having bursts of anger or stuff like that, it's never going to come out what it's really about. But this person that's dealing with the person who's acting out emotionally is going to know there's something else going on, because it's going to catch them off guard, like, oh my God, where's this coming from? And it's coming from their fears that if they move forward in this relationship, that it's going to take them so far away from where they really want to be. They're not sure they want to do it because they have this whole other outcome at the end of the day. The outcome is different for both of the people. The one person, it's like with them forever, this is us. The other person is, I kind of was hoping it was all going to fall apart because I really want to go back over here. This is really where I want to be. And I know I said all this other stuff, but it's not really how I feel. I know I tried to make this person out to look this way, but that's not really how I feel about them. This person, whoever it is they talk negatively about or talk down about, is actually everything to the person who's not all in. And they have dug them down a hole, and I'm getting that they've just hid behind that story of this person, and now they're just like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? This is actually the person that I think about, I fantasize about. I'm actually thinking about them when I'm sleeping with you. I'm thinking about them all the time. I'm getting they're just like in their head, in their thoughts all the time. Everything they're doing, there's something that reminds them about them. There could be a child involved here, but the passion, the lust, it's there. It's just, I'm getting it's like, it's just passion, you know, like sweat, sloppy, messy, amazing, life-altering, otherworldly, and they're just like, how do I get there again? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Why is this happening to me? I'm getting them feeling in this energy of like, why? Why is this happening to me? What am I supposed to learn from this? That's where the confusion's coming in. The lesson here is, or the outcome or whatever, right now, I'm just seeing they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know what they're going to do. They don't know how to get out of this. They don't know how to move forward in this. They're just sitting there wondering like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? And it's almost like I just got this visual of, okay, they're behind this person. Okay, so here's the card. It's like, if this is what I say, if it see how he's like, she's in front of him and he's behind, it's almost like that. Like if they were out in public or walking or whatever, it's like he or she can't look at this person. They can't look at them. It's like they don't even want to get caught looking at them. They don't want to see, they don't want to look, they don't want to feel because they don't want to feel. So if there's a situation where they're out and this person's going to be there, it's almost like this, the person who's not fully in, okay, either the Gemini or the person the Gemini is with, they actually put this person in front of them so they can look. And if they're looking, it's like a side eye, like a side stare, like they can't look at them directly. And it's like if they look at them directly in the eyes, they're just like, duh, what? And they can't let the person they're with see them like that, because if they did, they would know what is going on here. So I hope this helped Gemini, or Gemini, I hope it helped you with the person you're dealing with. Right now, it's just, I'm getting an energy of confusion. There's a lot on the table, I feel like, and it's just messy. It's a mess. Thanks for watching, and I hope it works out for you guys. Bye.